Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. I
Oh.
didn't. Oh, I thought we were starting at 2. Okay. All right. Well, we're a little early. That's quite all right. I thought
A
the
first
tweet
time
said
for
2.
everything.
Yeah. Here I'm getting ready to doesn't matter. Okay. Well, we're here, Chris. It's been a
Yes.
long journey to get to the end of the Champions Division draft. Do you want to just break down the rules, the format, so that anyone that's new here? Oh, looks like.
Sure. So this is a Master League Classic format. So we do not have XLs in this format. It's 10 people in a draft snake style. So the last pick of the first round gets first pick of the second round, and then just continues on like that. 6 total rounds. Um, no bans. You get Shadow with the normal pick. So whoever picks Dragonite, they can use Shadow or normal Dragonite, and you can change forms or move sets between each individual set. And it's a round robin, so everyone will play everyone else once. And we
Okay,
have
perfect.
best of fours instead of best of threes,
Which I think
which
it makes a
is
pretty interesting format for sure.
yeah.
And then
Uh,
what's the format for today? Because obviously not everyone's battling. Some people have been sent home, and some people are
so
vying for the
yeah.
championship. So do you want to go over that?
Yeah, so we do have one game from everyone today. However, I believe our 4 relegation slots are actually already decided. Yeah, so as we can see on our chart here, so the if you win a set, you get 2 points. Then the
Mhm.
bottom 4 relegate, and everyone has 1 set left to play. So none of those bottom 4 can reach 6th place, because the most points any of them can get is Cabana with 8, and Oscar already has 9. Um, However, we can have any one of the top 5 could still come out with the championship here.
Mhm.
It would take a little bit of a miracle for Heater or Goku to make it, but anything is possible.
Okay, okay. Chris, tell me if this is true. If they bait more than once in a match, they lose a point.
Um, that
I'm,
is
I'm just,
not a rule to my knowledge. However, I'm not sure that I've seen that happen yet. So
okay.
the only baits I remember seeing was the game where we had Magnezone into Melmetal, and neither of them wanted to debuff themselves, so they just
Yeah.
kept
Okay.
throwing baits over and over again.
That
Um,
sounds painful to watch. All
it
right.
was.
Do we have a list of matches that in the order that we're going to be viewing them today?
We should have that. Yeah, so there we go. So we have 789 against Cabana, Sniped against Heater, David against Fatal Error, Goku against Blaze, and then the much anticipated one of a kind, only on PoGoRaids couch match to end off the season between Oscar and Stefan.
All right, perfect. That looks great. All right, if we're ready for the first round, or at least starting to analyze the team, let's get to it.
I gotta put my hat on for the
Okay,
final.
well, it looks like they want to save the hat reveal for a little bit. But once you, obviously, you're very familiar with these two competitors. So once you break down how they've done so far in the season.
So 789, I'm a little surprised at how poorly he's performed so far, because normally he's right up there competing for the title, and I also didn't think his team was that bad. One thing that people as a whole have noticed is 789 really likes running his Gudra with 1 charge move and 2 fast moves. Um, he really is a fan of muddy water for some reason. And I think that that's actually cost him a few games, not having the right coverage move at the end. He also doesn't like using Heracross even when it seems really good. Um, but I think overall, he's been outplayed, and I think he's had a few games where he might have needed to try a more risky strat, but didn't want to do that necessarily.
Yeah, no, certainly, and all these games can are very close, and there's some really tremendous competitors here. So even picking up a few points is a lot better than a majority of the player
Yeah.
base would be able to do. So no shame for him to be in this position. How about on Cabana's side?
So we see, looking at the matches he's already played, Cabana's actually started to do quite a bit better as the seasons progressed.
Hmm.
Part of that is because he stopped fighting the teams with charmers and he got those out of the way early. Because his team was very weak to charm.
Absolutely.
Um, but I think he definitely started better utilizing his team as the matches went along. We saw some double electric games more recently that was pretty interesting to watch from him. And he also stopped leading Togekiss into steel types, which helped out.
Yes, absolutely. All right, great. And what do you expect each of these competitors to bring to this match?
So I think 789 can honestly bring any of his mons here. I
Mhm.
think Gudra looks the best to me if he runs Power Whip and Sludge Wave, because that can hit pretty much everything here for super effective.
Yeah,
And then you just beat the Machamp and the Raikou from like outstat producting them basically.
yeah,
And then I like Regice as a closer for him if he can get the Machamp out of the way. But the Machamp is actually like kind of a big threat to his team outside of Mewtwo and Heracross. But it's kind of tough to bring Heracross when there's a Togekiss.
yeah, absolutely. How about on Cabana's side?
I
Um,
really like Melodic for Cabana, and I think he
Safe.
could even potentially run Waterfall. But even Dragon Tail is like, there's nothing on 789's team that like really walls it. Mewtwo's not the best matchup for it, but
Mm,
Melodic can still win two shield.
okay.
And then Machamp looks pretty good.
Yeah, I
I
think those
think
are
Machamp
two.
Zarude Core looks really good here because the only thing that really threatens Machamp is the Mewtwo, and I guess kind of the Heracross, but
Yeah.
789 hasn't seemed to like bringing Heracross in his matches to this point.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's probably the correct read. Heracross would break up that core pretty easily, but it'd be difficult to bring it, knowing that potentially you might run into the
Yeah.
Tokias.
Although I
Okay,
don't
all right.
like Togekiss here for Cabana that much. But there's a lot of things here with bulk and a lot of things here that are spammy, which are two things Togekiss doesn't like fighting that much. But we'll
Yeah.
see.
All right. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and get to the first set of matches here. All
So
right.
we
We're gonna.
see Zarude into Mewtwo. We
Oh,
do see
Shadow
the
Mewtwo.
Shadow Mewtwo. I wonder
What
if
moves
that
did?
flips Zarude. I'm assuming he has Ice Beam, but he swapped
Yeah.
before I could see.
Okay, this is an interesting matchup here. Pretty neutral
Yeah.
on both sides. Obviously, you have to throw the non-stab EQ because it's a water type, but melodic is very tanky, and Regice obviously doesn't hit very hard. So we do expect the surf to come through.
Yeah,
Who
and it
wins this matchup?
is.
It seems pretty
I
close.
think Melodic wins if it invests a shield, but I think Regice wins shields down, and we do
Yeah,
see the Dragon Tail on the Melodic, so he does opt for that instead of Waterfall.
yeah. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see the okay. It was CMP. In theory, Regice will be able to outpace, right? If it can survive
Yeah.
these Dragon Tails, looks like it's going to be able to, and get to this EQ, and then we'll see whether or not this Melodic is interested in investing a shield to try to
Oh, it
control Switch.
is.
But this
So
is
you're
interesting.
gonna, yeah, you'll control Switch here, but you're gonna get farmed down by the Mewtwo, which is
Oh wow, that was a
not
very risky farm
necessarily
down.
idea. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was quite close actually. Oh, he opts to go Ho-Oh.
Oh, okay. This is
Interesting.
this is extremely confusing. I
What
okay.
is, so it's Zekrom in the back? He
What?
goes,
Okay.
what?
Okay. What?
Okay, that was
Was
an
that
interesting play. I
okay?
don't know if I
Was
like
that
that.
a mistake? Um,
He goes
what?
to Ho-Oh so that he has to shield the Surf, and
What?
then,
And then, but oh my gosh.
oh
Okay.
my
So
gosh, that does a lot of damage. What is
okay.
what is this play? He's sacking the
Okay.
Mewtwo?
But then we'll see the Zekrom come in right away, right?
Yeah.
This is it does have EQ, right? So it's
Yeah.
something, but I
He's
think
gotta,
this
like, Brave Bird bait, I think. All Cabana has to do is not throw on Sync and not let
yeah,
an
yeah,
Incinerate
exactly.
through.
And this is game over. And Zekrom easily wins CMP here as well if that were to come down to the case. But
And we do see the Brave Bird bait incoming.
you just shield this. Like, this is completely safe to. You'll easily
Yeah.
get to the move, right? So like, there's a oh yeah, yeah. You'll easily
Yeah.
get to the move. This is not really any
I
concern.
think that
Uh,
would have been okay if he, like, actually incinerated down the Melodic instead of eating the Surf and then Psycho cutting down with Mewtwo.
yeah, yeah. Or just eat the surf on Mewtwo. Like
Yeah.
they're not
Save
gonna
the
vine whip you down.
shield.
They're not gonna vine whip you down, right? So it really kind of made no sense there. Just take it because they still have to throw the dark pulse in order to
Yeah.
KO the Mewtwo. And then you would have been up two shields to one versus the Zekrom, and you would have been in a pretty good spot there.
Yeah.
So a little
So,
bit of a throw of a match there, but
yeah. And again, we see 789 doesn't bring the Gudra, which I think is probably his best Mon here, honestly. But
yeah, yeah. So does any of your matchup like Pokemon consideration now that you know that it's Dragon Tail on the melodic?
um I guess Ho-Oh and Heracross are both safer than they would have
Mhm.
been if it was Waterfall.
Yeah.
If he has SmackDown superpower Rhyperior, that could
Yeah.
also be a consideration if you think he might bring the Togekiss, but I think Cabana's probably pretty okay with the Zarude Melodic and then either Zekrom or Machamp as a third.
Okay. All right. And then as well, some people in chat were trying to question what moveset he has on his Regice. This time he chose to run EQ in Blizzard as opposed to Thunder. Do you think Thunder would have helped in that situation? I guess it would have
Um,
been.
I'm not actually sure Two Thunders kills a melodic.
I imagine
I
it
think
would,
it
right?
would.
Because like two EQs almost KO'd it. Obviously, you still land the third one. It's
Yeah,
like
but I think you want Earthquake for Raikou anyways. Um, because you can kill it with one Earthquake after it debuffs.
yeah, no, absolutely.
So Thunder does 48% to Melodic, so it
Yeah,
would
and
be
with
a
the
two-hit KO after the lock-on damage.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Um,
All right. Let's get to the second game here and
yeah.
see how whether or not 789 will change up any strategies or whether or not we'll see a similar outcome.
So
Okay.
we see Shadow Machamp into Shadow Mewtwo, so that's a pretty good lead for
Yeah.
789.
Yeah, absolutely. And they come to melodic as we
Yeah,
do expect, but also doesn't necessarily need to. Uh, Still has the Ho-Oh for the Machamp later as well.
yeah.
But we're gonna see
Although
this.
I don't think a Ho-Oh can live a rock slide from a Shadow Machamp.
Machamp. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right here. So it does opt to throw the Side Shrike, which does obviously extraordinary amount of damage before
Yeah.
switching out. We'll see how much they decide to fight for switch here.
I don't think you fight for switch. I think your best bet is to like fast move down this Regice because I think you'd
Yeah,
have to go down 2 shields if you wanted switch.
yeah, absolutely. And then we see that exact
Yeah.
plane come into play. 789 farming up a very nice amount of energy before throwing.
Goes for the earthquake bait.
I guess figured like 2 EQs is like what's going to be needed to
Yeah.
threaten a shield, right? Because, well, honestly, the Blizzard actually would have put it pretty close to,
Death. Yeah. Oh, it just
yeah, yeah.
barely misses the second move, but this should be okay. Does he respect the payback? I would
Okay,
not, but this is still going to deal a lot of damage if he doesn't shield.
okay. Well, we're in a very good spot here. Just gonna
Okay.
bank the move. I like that play. And then the double resist on the Vine Whips is really nice here.
Hmm.
But the moveset obviously a little bit weird for to deal with here, but this should be fine. Dark
Yeah, you
pulses
should.
do a moderate amount of
Muzzle.
damage.
Oh, throws the earthquake. I guess you're gonna get the shield either way.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want it to debuff, right? Even if they don't
Yeah.
shield, that's actually probably honestly probably slightly preferred. Um,
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
and then should be able to make it to the Brave Bird. And does
Oh,
have this.
someone pointing out in chat maybe the reason to go earthquake on the Reggie against Machamp is it hasn't shown Blizzard yet, and you might not want to reveal that right away. Although I think it's pretty obvious that's the second move.
Okay, but this is interesting here.
Oh,
You definitely have to no shield this Machamp, right? And then you instant swap
yeah.
here. Okay, and then it's honestly like almost
Throw why? Oh, I guess it's in
it's
side
like
strike
it's
range.
inside strike range, right? And like there's absolutely no way this Zarud is gonna yeah the Zarud has to throw a move, right? So this is the correct play. Yeah, yeah, and then probably gonna try to KO through the shield just for the flex. Come on, Zarud,
Mana
shield it.
probably isn't gonna let him.
Okay, just let it go. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, that's the correct play. It was a nice attempt there. Um, and Cabana did try its best. The melodic was extremely safe there, but the one side strike did like way too much damage for the
Yeah.
melodic to deal with, and obviously hard countered in the back. Not really many more hard counter matchups than you can encounter than Ho to Zarud. Yeah,
Other than
well,
maybe Machamp into Mewtwo.
yeah, 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 certainly. Yeah, I don't think there's too much to talk about there. Pretty straightforward matchup.
Yeah.
The melodic safe swap was safe, but unfortunately wasn't enough to overcome the two hard counter matchups there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's,
And
let's
he
go to game number
still
three.
still does not want to bring that Gudra, so I guess 789 is just out to do the exact opposite of what I always think he's gonna do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, let's go to game number three.
So
Oh,
oh
oof,
no.
oof. But the melodic safe switch is what we expect, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
This time.
little bit better than the last time.
Okay,
Um
interesting. Okay,
I
it's gonna have
think
to
this
shield, right?
makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, it's probably gonna no shield this and then instant
Oh,
swap.
okay.
Okay,
Goes to the
okay,
Regice again. Is
okay.
that Heracross in the back?
That is hair cross in the back.
Not
It's a
bringing the
curious.
Mewtwo this time.
Yeah, yeah. This is a. What do you think of this particular switch here, as opposed to?
I think would have liked the Heracross switch a bit better here, honestly, because you can like counter it down, come out with
Yeah,
energy instead of like having to throw to get rid of this. But
yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, it looks like gonna go no bubble EQ, um, and does get a few more lock-ins in, which is nice here. And then
um,
obviously, Do you go? What do you go here? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I
I
think
like this
you
play
go.
here.
Yeah, I think you go straight for the earthquake here.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just curious on whether or not coming in. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gonna just take the EQ here. Actually did a little bit less damage than I thought. And
Oh
then,
yeah,
oh
that's a
man. Oh man. This is bad news for this. Oh man. That
yeah.
is
This is
very,
pretty much
very rough
over
here.
at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. This is extremely rough for this Zarud. Though that actually did much more damage than I thought. Obviously, Heracross pretty glassy. Zarud hitting pretty hard.
The
Uh,
one thing I'm worried about here is there's no fast move pressure in the back against that Zekrom if he can
yeah,
like get rid of the Heracross here.
but now the Heracross is still alive, right? So it's gonna dish out some
Yeah.
counter damage, and yeah, I think this is gonna be too much for this Zekrom
Yeah,
to
that
deal
looks
with.
too low.
Yeah, yeah. There's no way. Two shields up like this. Ho can
Yeah,
just
go
even if
for
you
the
no
two
shield.
shield flex.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah, yeah. Because if they wild charge here, you can definitely lock on down beforehand. But 789 being very respectful here and just incinerating down the Zekrom.
So two very good leads for 789, giving him 2 wins in this best of 4 series. So we'll see if Cabana can come out with a tie here. I'm wondering what, if any, adjustments he might need to make here, because especially now seeing 789 will bring out that Heracross potentially.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm curious. Do you still have faith in this melodic safe switch? It's been working out not so well so far. Well, at least not shielding uh, the Psystrike and the Brave Bird. But
Yeah,
what
I
are your
think
thoughts
the
on that?
problem Cabana's been running into with the melodic safe switch is that you can't really switch it into like a Ho-Oh or a Mewtwo very effectively because they'll beat
Yeah,
you to the move and then just switch out while dealing a bunch of damage. So if he
yeah,
wants to safe switch melodic, maybe he needs to lead like Zekrom or something where you're only going to be switching it into like Rhyperior or Regice, where
yeah.
being at an energy deficit isn't necessarily as detrimental.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. All right, let's get to this fourth and final game. See whether or not 789 can win the series, or whether Cabana will add another draw to their long list of draws that they've gotten in in this this tournament so far.
We see Mewtwo into Machamp.
Oh,
Oh no, not
okay,
again.
okay. Let's see
Can he
how this is
maneuver
going.
around it this time?
Yeah, I like the Zekrom safe switch here. I actually like it better than, but he still runs the same issue here, where this Mewtwo will just do an absorbent amount of damage
Yeah.
with this Side Strike. I'm gonna take it. Oh man, that does so much.
Can you lock
Uh,
on this down? I don't think you
if
can.
they wild charge, perhaps. Okay, gonna try to CMP tie. Looks like the timing was pretty nice, but I'm not necessarily sure that 789
Oh,
further. Let's see.
it's the shield.
Okay,
Oh, he did throw.
but does the wild charge
Cabana
do?
shield
Does,
back?
yeah, I'm. This is curious here because I'm not sure a wild charge KOs, but maybe with the dragon
It does
breaths.
about half.
It's
It's
pretty
gonna
close
be
here, right?
close. Yeah.
It's gonna be close, right? It probably just needs like two lock-ons to get K. Oh man, yeah, there's no way.
There's no. Oh, he's gonna
Oh,
throw the move.
okay. Was I think that's the right play here. Um, and then oh man, this is very bad here. This is absolutely terrible. Oh man, yeah,
Uh,
this is terrible here. Oh my gosh, this is so bad here.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
think you can.
okay.
This is.
Maybe. Well, let's see. This rock slide is gonna hurt.
You
Okay, they
need.
actually shield.
You need 3 moves to kill that Ho-Oh, though. Like, I don't think you can do it. You're gonna have to throw a move to get rid of the Mewtwo.
Yeah, and then they'll likely get to. Okay, doesn't want to take
Okay.
any damage here. Okay, well let's see. Probably not.
I
Maybe
don't
if
think so.
yeah, there's no way.
Maybe if
There's
he
no.
calls an Earthquake bait.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. There's no way. Okay, if he shields it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Don't no.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! What?
I guess the thing is the Dark Pulse still wouldn't have KO'd, even debuffed.
Oh.
But maybe if he, I don't know how far away was Cabana from double Dark Pulse.
He was pretty close, I think, but I don't think he would have reached it. Does it? How much does a debuffed
Well,
Dark
dude,
Pulse?
if three KOs, right, then for
Hmm,
sure two debuffed, two stage
yeah.
debuff would definitely KO there. So that's but it depends if the Zarude was more than two away, like what would
Yeah.
happen is they would have to shield, throw right away, hope that you deny, and then hope that you're less than three away
So
in
a
order to
Dark Pulse does 60% to the debuffed Ho-Oh.
so it would need to land two. It would need to land two
Yeah.
regardless, right? Because we already know that it needs to land three to KO. So, but very nice play there. Good recognition of the potential 789 of the win cons there. But maybe Cabana could have farmed up a little bit more against the Mewtwo. Um, try to come up
Yeah,
with a little
I think you
bit of synergy.
can, because the Psystrike chip doesn't necessarily matter. You just have to kill it before it gets to the Ice Beam, so you
Yeah,
save the shield.
exactly. Which they're like in that case because they the Mewtwo through Psystrike, you had like a two move buffer there to decide when to throw. You're not overly concerned about the chip from the Psystrike because you need energy. So,
Mhm.
um, but
But
very well played by 789 coming out with the win. I believe the second win that 789 has picked up. Not going to be able to move into the top of the division, but at least picking up a few more points to have a little bit more of a respectable score.
mhm. All right,
Okay.
so next up we have Sniped Bra versus Heater.
All right, let's okay, so obviously important matchup for Heater, a little bit less so for Sniper, but you know,
Yeah.
Sniper is it in the name try to snipe some points from Heater to prevent Heater from potentially trying to
Yeah,
win here.
so
But well,
Heater, he really needs like the 4-0 here to have a chance. Otherwise, he's probably not going to be able to catch Stefan on record.
mhm. Okay, so as we can see here, Heater actually hasn't lost if I'm looking at that correctly.
He has not actually, but he has a lot of ties, which has cost him a good amount of points.
Yeah, and no 4-0 so far. So Heater hasn't been able to complete the sweep and really needs a sweep to have any chance to try to win here.
Yeah, I think he has some decent options here. I'd say the first thing I'm noticing is I don't really like the Gyarados for Snipe that much here. The only things it's like really good against are the Suicune and kind of the Lando, but I'm wondering if the overall like Gary's not that great here might get Heater to drop Rock Slide on Lando for Outrage so that he can nuke the Origin and has a better move to hit Virizion with.
Okay, that's an interesting consideration here.
I really like Jirachi for sniped. This beats Dragonite, Sylveon, Armored Mewtwo, Suicune. You can live in Earth Power from Lando, and you make the Melmetal debuff itself because I don't think you can run Thunderbolt here. Um,
Yeah, because you definitely need the superpower, right,
yeah,
for the
I think you
potential.
could run Flash Cannon as your second move though, because Rock Slide doesn't seem that useful, and like you still beat Gary even without Rock Slide just because of the Thunder
Uh,
Shock damage.
yeah, even if it runs waterfall.
I'm pretty sure, but I don't think you can run Waterfall here because then
Yeah,
instead of like then you just don't beat anything except Lando.
yeah,
uh,
yeah. You'd better match up versus the Sylveon and
yeah,
Melmetal. It's
Origin
really the
double
Dragonair
steal.
because like
I
Origin
could
double steel.
yeah,
Yeah,
I could
I could
see
see that.
that
See that.
potentially. I think that makes sense. The Dragonite, I think, is going to be pretty big for Heater here because he kind of needs that to deal with the Origin, unless he has. Um, I guess he could bring Sylveon, but Sylveon versus Origin is like not super comfortable. It's a tie in the one shield.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but yeah, definitely gonna be looking forward to this. I think Origin Jirachi is a really good core for Heater, though.
yeah. I agree. I agree. All right, let's get to the first game here.
Right,
Okay.
and we only have Snipe's perspective from this one. It
Mhm.
looks like I think Heaters got lost, and we do see Origin into Sylveon.
Yeah,
It
we do
is
see that.
Origin double steal as predicted.
Okay, so you were predicting potential outrage here, right? On the
We're not
Lando.
gonna find out on Jirachi because he's just gonna Earth Power that. But
Well, I was gonna say, dude, do you think they run? Well, could you really run? Well, we'll probably see the Earth power here, right?
I'd imagine so. Yes. Um. Yeah. So does get a shield at least, which is good, and you get the Lando out of the way for a potential Excadrill sweep in the back.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
All right. Do we see the outrage? I very much would like to. No.
No, just the Earth power still does quite a bit of damage, right? This ordinate is gonna have to throw. Gonna ominous
Ooh.
wind here. This is an interesting move. The Origin would live another um Earth power, but it would put it really really low. So
I don't love that unless you're like planning on just completely sacking this origin, which that might be the
yeah,
plan.
does
Does only get the rock slide, but
okay. We're gonna see the immediate swap here, and then
see,
okay. Well,
yeah,
this is
this is over.
gonna trying to wait for them to throw, but this is I would like to see the both
I
drill runs
think I
thrown
think
here.
you just throw.
Okay, yeah, wait for them to throw first.
I
Yeah,
guess
makes
that
sense there.
makes sense.
Yeah, but potentially could have got baited there, right? And then the drill run still wouldn't have KO'd. So um,
I don't think it quite KOs either way. Oh no, it does.
yeah, it
But
definitely
yeah,
does.
this is over, and Heater knows it because he's
Okay,
stopped tapping.
okay. I thought Sniper Brawl was gonna do the dream scenario. PoGoRaids mud shot down a charmer from
Yeah.
basically full health. Okay, okay. No,
Not
no.
even going for the rock
Yeah,
slide BM. I'm a little
yeah,
upset, but yeah. So pulling out that Lando and shield advantage really like just allowing the Excadrill to sweep the back line. And once again, I'm proven completely wrong because I was like, oh, we definitely have to bring Dragonite to deal with that origin,
yeah.
and we just don't bring Dragonite to deal with the origin. Um,
So then, if you're a heater, you probably are a little bit more considerate on what you potentially bring into the safe swap, especially if it's Jirachi. depending on what the lead is. Okay.
Yeah. You
All right.
might if Snipe does do the same thing again, maybe you go Melmetal.
Yeah, and kind of play out the matchup. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go for it. Let's go for game number two. Again, we're just seeing a Snipe Braw's perspective. We see Jirachi into Sylveon.
Well, let's
Okay.
see what Heater's got planned for this.
Oh
And
man. Oh man.
oh
Okay.
no.
Oh god.
Oh dear. Oh, and it's
That is.
Shadow. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. That is. Oof. Wow. We're gonna see the full farm down here. Do we
Yeah,
expect Malmetal in the back?
probably. So he is going to get to another rock slide, which is going to
Yeah.
do probably a good amount to his Shadow Mamoswine.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Um, it actually didn't do nearly as much as I thought it might, but yeah, the problem is you have no fast move pressure against this with Melmetal.
Oh my gosh. Well, I like how okay. One thing I do appreciate is on Sniper's screen is so wide that the ground bubbles don't even stretch the entire screen. Like it looks so weird now that Sniper has
Yeah.
actually totally won this game. Um,
Yeah, this game is
oh
just
man.
completely over. Like, there's nothing you can do
Oh
if you're
man. Okay.
Heater.
Oh man. Okay.
Go for the psychic this time at least, or maybe he's going to conversion down. No, okay.
Yeah. I don't. I think the Sniper play on an iPad. Is that an
I
iPad? I don't know.
think
Or is that
he
like a
might.
Android tablet? I can't. Okay.
One of the two.
Guess you should be able to tell based off the top. I have both types of iOS, so I
Snipe
think this
just
is
pulled
a.
up
I think this
screenshot.
is a. That's a Android tablet, right? It's an Android tablet. Yeah.
Yeah. Dave says in chat it's an Android tablet.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought as well. So obviously, not too much to talk about there.
Yeah.
Either just getting absolutely hard countered
Yeah.
by Sniper. So let's just get to game number three here.
Yeah,
Uh,
this could be so much better if he had Dragonite instead of Sylveon as his origin counter. 'Cause you could at least
yeah,
do like something to the Jirachi, like throw a Draco maybe.
yeah, exactly.
Giratina into Melmetal. Oh boy.
Oof, oof. Okay.
Another not great lead. I don't think we've seen Rock
Oh,
Slide yet. Oh, Dragonite does come out
okay.
this time.
Yeah, I like this. The switch into um,
If this
Jirachi here
is
as
an
opposed.
outrage and he lets it go, he might be able to Dragon Breath down. Yeah, so we do see the shield from the Jirachi, which I think is maybe even necessary there, actually.
Yeah, I would have liked. Honestly, I would have liked to see Sniper throw the um, Doom Desire right away.
Yeah.
Because again, like the charge moves don't apply any pressure onto Malmetal. Interesting going psychic here.
Hmm.
Doom Desire is more. They're both resisted. They don't do, both don't do a lot of damage, but
Maybe
it
fishing for
really,
the debuff.
yeah, yeah. But you're still throwing resisted moves, so I don't think it really matters too much here.
Mhm.
Um, gonna does a super hard KO here? Probably not, right?
No, there's no way. Oh,
Oh,
yes, Thunderbolt,
oh, okay,
which
okay,
also
okay,
doesn't KO, but I'm a little surprised.
okay.
Why did he switch out? Okay.
Okay, that also explains why we didn't see the rock slide bait
Yeah.
uh, previously. Not that I don't necessarily
No.
know.
I'm most
Well,
surprised at that, actually.
yeah, because you were calling that the Thunderbolt was probably not likely,
How
right?
can you run you have nothing to hit the origin with? I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can just hit the origin just a little bit, right?
Heater in chat says he forgot to TM, and that's why he had
Okay.
Thunderbolt.
What? Okay. Yeah, he was using his Malmetal as a for all the flying grunts or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Is
For
this
the one. This is game
this
over,
is
right?
over, right? Like, you
Yeah, this
just
is
double drill run this Melmetal?
yeah.
Yikes. Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't like it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't that's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, we might as well go to the 3-0 right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well go to the 4th game here. No, there's nothing really much to talk about there, unfortunately.
Yeah, Peter
This
just
is a
getting really unlucky with the leads here, honestly,
oh,
and
god.
gets unlucky again.
Okay, okay.
We
We do see
do.
this is
This
interesting.
is Snipe doesn't have a great response for this, honestly. I'm
Yeah,
guessing
yeah.
he's gonna throw the drill run and then switch to Origin. Yeah, I think
And I
that
do
makes
expect it
sense.
to have Ice Beam, right? Um,
Yeah. Ice Beam Hydro, almost certainly. You can tank an Ice Beam pretty easily, though.
yeah, doesn't do that much, but this did build up quite a bit of energy, so we'll get this,
um,
shield this? Yeah, yeah, and then I
yeah, I
think
think you have to.
yeah, and then I think you count to 4 here, then throw, right?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4,
You're
yeah.
gonna have to Shadow Ball. It's not an
Yeah, for
ominous
sure,
wind range, but
for sure.
you'll be able to reach a Shadow Ball against the Sylveon, at
Mhm.
least.
Should
Um,
do some, nice chip damage here. Should be, 4 away. Yeah, gonna be able to get some nice timing there.
he'll
What do you
put it
expect
in.
to you expect the Lando in the back, right?
Sylveon lead. And what was the swap again? It
It
was
was a Suicune.
Suicune.
I guess we'll
Yeah, probably Lando or Mel would be my guess, but I'd lean towards Lando. Yeah.
yeah, Lando.
So this is game over yet again.
Okay. I'm assuming, Heater will just go Earth Power here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's like you have to go Hail Mary play here. It's not really
Hmm.
okay, Heater,
Yeah. Now you just
you
get
know,
farmed down.
very ironic, Sniper Raw put Heater on ice with the memo there. Right? Yeah, yeah.
Stefan in chat saying this is the first game all season that Heater didn't bring Melmetal.
Yeah, this is a oh man, this is gonna do a lot.
Yeah, this
And
is pretty much it. Yeah, that was Heater in not a great position against the Origin and just could never get alignment there. So that will very sufficiently eliminate Heater from contention for the championship.
yeah, and
Um,
sometimes you're so focused on, trying to get this 4-0 that,
you get the
r
04
you get
instead.
the 0-4 instead, and,
Um,
that's Heater's first loss this season, right?
yes,
So,
it is,
still
as
still
well as
still
Snipe's first win.
it was Saints it's Saints' first win. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So but still a very impressive performance by Sniper Raw. Heater still having a tremendous, tournament. Gonna finish, pretty strong even with the 0-4 at the end.
Hmm.
Okay, the next up is, Darkest Davis versus, Fatal Air. Pretty
Yeah.
big
So
match, right? Lots of considerations here, right?
yeah, so David definitely one of the people who's still in contention for this title. He and Stefan have the same overall record right now,
Mhm, mhm.
but David's had more 4-0s and fewer. So Stefan hasn't lost a set, and David's
Yeah,
lost a couple, but has some more 4-0s. So he's behind on points despite the better or the same overall record.
yeah.
But that also means I forget. We'll see it when we go to the graphic of David versus Fatal Error, but I forget who has the tiebreaker between Stefan and David if it does come down to that at the end. Although I guess it won't because The only way they tie on points is if David wins and Stefan loses, and then Stefan will have a worse record.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is, and I think they actually tied in their matchup. I remember.
I
I
think they
think,
did too.
yeah, I think
Uh,
David won the first two and Stefan won the last two. I remember putting together that match. I was producing it. So, all right, let's get to this match. So this is
yeah, let's
between
see what teams we've got. Um, so yeah, this is one of the things we actually were talking about during the draft stream was how weak Fatal Error was to Kyogre, and I think we may see that become an issue here as well, especially since Fatal Error's dragon is Rayquaza. You don't even need to run Blizzard here. You can run Thunder and be fine,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
also better against the Walrein and the Yveltal.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So the Zacian, you expected to run uh, Wild Charge Play Rough?
Yeah, that would be. I think that makes the most sense. It's a little worse against Snorlax, but I
Yeah,
think you need the Wild Charge because you're just so weak to Kyogre. Um, Rayquaza looks pretty good here, I think, as long as you keep it off of the Grand Bowl,
yep,
and you make sure that you have shields if you fight the other dragons. And then Fatal Error probably brings Magnezone because he seems to always bring Magnezone, even lose 4 matches in a row.
yeah.
Um,
Well, you wouldn't be called Fatal Air unless you
yeah.
can commit at least
And
one
then I
Fatal Air.
think Gust Yveltal over
I think Gus,
Snarl here if he does bring
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, better against, yeah, because you would only really want Snarl for the Latios, right?
Yeah,
And everything else, Gus is either pretty neutral against or slightly better. Um,
yeah. But David has no flying resist, so I think Gus Dark Pulse Hurricane makes the most sense because I don't think you need Focus Blast for Snorlax. I think because of resisting the licks, you're fine with
yeah, yeah,
just Gust Hurricane. And I think Walrein looks pretty good because it's kind of tough to bring Conkeldurr here. Um, and you do resist the waterfalls and you do hit the dragons. But I think David's probably just going to run like Kyogre Double Dragon until Fatal Error finds a way to beat that. Because he's done that against quite a few opponents so far.
yeah, makes sense. Okay, any consideration on Moosehead for the Reshiram?
You
You-
could go Fire Feign here, maybe. But I think that that's like not a great idea. It's better against the Zacian, but worse against Swampert and Rayquaza. I think you just stick with Crunch Overheat.
Yeah.
Maybe you consider Stone Edge so that you can like not have to debuff against the Yveltal, but I think just the standard moves are gonna be fine here.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the first game then. Very important matchup. We'll see whether or not David really needs to win here, and
Yeah.
Fatal Air, despite being in the last position, really probably wants to pull off an upset.
Fatal
With the
Error
name
would
for
love to get a win. He is yet to get one. And we only have Fatal Error's perspective from this game. And we do see Rayquaza into Reshiram. So this is pretty neutral, I think.
yeah.
Um,
Does it have the ancient power here, which is
so we see Zacian and Swampert in the bag. Ancient Power makes it a little worse against Conkeldurr.
oh my gosh,
Um,
it's still lived. Oh god,
yeah,
that's terrible.
it
Well, I think
does.
you snarl down here, right?
Probably.
Yeah, because then you can just debuff and then switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, I have Wild Charge. Well,
Okay,
that's not
interesting.
good.
Well, you
You're just gonna
throw
get
the
swept by this whale now, pretty much. And David's
Okay.
about to find out that he doesn't have wild charge. Throw a close combat.
Oh, that is a very okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're
And
gonna
now
see the
you lose
shield here.
CMP, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then you got to switch after this, right? What do you think David has in the back?
I'm almost positive it's Latios, in which case this is pretty much game over.
And the EQ on Swampert for sure, right? Uh,
I don't know. He's nope. He
oh,
has
oh, oh,
Sludge
okay,
Wave. He
okay.
has Sludge Wave. I don't know why, but he does.
Why for the Granbull?
I
Uh,
forgot to TM. I don't know. He has not the first time he Sludge Wave this season when there was absolutely no target whatsoever for Sludge Wave. So I'm a little confused. Yeah, that does like barely half.
wow, this is
Yeah,
quite
there's
bad here.
no you don't need that for Grand Bull. It dies to like one hydro,
I
like
don't even think there's any point in shielding here, right? No, okay,
uh
well, gonna shield.
gonna shield
Um,
the Dragon Claw bait.
yeah,
Yeah, you can't
yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah, Psychic
Yeah.
Lance.
Oh man, that was brutal. That was brutal to watch
Yeah,
there.
there were a few fatal errors
Yeah,
in that
yeah, yeah.
say. Um You
Definitely.
definitely don't need Sludge Wave. In fact, you need Earthquake to win zeros against Reshiram. And you definitely don't. I don't think you need close combat because I don't think David's gonna bring Snorlax.
Yeah. So you think in the lead scenario, is there any reason? Is there actually any reason to stay in that matchup with Rayquaza versus um,
I don't think
Reshiram?
so. I think, especially if you don't have Wild Charge, I think you need to switch out of that and try to bring out the Kyogre because Rayquaza
Yeah.
is your only Kyogre counter if you don't have Wild
Yeah,
Charge on Zacian.
yeah, and I'm sure Swampert has a pretty decent matchup versus the Reshiram since the Hydros are neutral and obviously doesn't have EQ here, but can always
Yeah,
fake it. So
not as good of a matchup as if it had Earthquake, but it's
yeah,
still not that bad with Hydro Cannon.
yeah,
Um, but
okay,
yeah, I don't know like what Fatal Error can do to adjust other than going back in time and TMing his Mons to the right move. But we'll
yeah,
see what he does. I
yeah,
do not have high hopes for seeing Augusta Veltal at this point. Um,
yeah, yeah. Um, okay, let's just get to the second game here and see what happens here.
Someone in
Hopefully,
chat My brother in chat says Fatal Error just figures he'll always bait, so there's no need for EQ. Um, we
okay,
see this is neutral. Resh is probably gonna overheat and then switch out. And there it
yeah.
is, everyone. Our favorite Magnezone has come out to play yet again. Oh, he
Okay.
gets crunch
Oh
baited.
man,
Oh
that
man.
that feels
David
bad.
is in his head right now.
Yeah, that feels absolutely terrible there. Um,
Yeah, I think close combat makes sense here. You don't have to really worry about the defense drop because you resist the dragon breaths anyways, but he's gonna lose CMP here.
oh man. Okay. Well. Okay.
And all right. This is
And Spark down. Okay. That
oh
is.
does he
Oh
have
man.
flash cannon for he does not. He has a mirror shot. Flash cannon like would make Latios not nearly as terrible, but like this has nothing to do against like Latios. You're just
Okay.
gonna
Okay. And,
he does bank the
interesting.
wild charge, which is a good
Uh,
play, but
yeah. 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 I actually probably would have preferred. be throwing there, but this
Yeah,
is
but I'm assuming this Kyogre has Thunder, in which case this game is like over. Um, he's just gonna double Thunder the Walrein. I think the only chance Fatal Error has is if he somehow gets a shield from the Kyogre and then can snipe it with Wild Charge.
which
Um,
is not totally inconceivable. You're right.
oh, he's gonna go for
Okay,
the Icicle Spear bait.
is that
Does
necessary?
David respect? I think it is actually. David does not
Oh my
respect. Oh
gosh!
man, this game is
That
just
oh
completely
god!
over now. This is completely over. There's no way.
Okay, gonna surf chip it. That makes sense. Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah, because you've still got to throw another earthquake, and you're just gonna get audio. Um, there is
okay.
no
Yeah,
amount of mirror shot debuffs that can save you here. If he had double steal, maybe this game is possible, but I obviously you have to have wild charge for Kyogre. Um, what he really needed was return for that Reshiram coverage, but
yeah. Oh man.
yeah.
Um, this is like
The
this.
Bone Zone, once again, proving not to be a good place. Goes for the Psychic BM on top of everything else.
Yeah. Does I'm curious here. The overheat. This I guess says 72. Um, but Zacian still wins the zero versus Reshiram. I think shielding, even if it
Yeah.
was the overheat, was a mistake there. Um, mm, yeah, unfortunate situation there, but
I think I think the safest play there is to just play out zeros with the Zass and then get the
yeah,
shield advantage, but the Latios probably would have been like too much of a problem in the back anyways. Like I don't think you can win that, especially you have a Shadow Max two shield waterfall down by Kyogre, even if you double bait it.
yeah.
Um,
No, certainly.
the normal is already almost like dead from that. I'm assuming the
Yeah,
shadow is just like completely hopeless. Um, yeah, you just get waterfall down in twos.
yeah. No, it's like yeah. All right, let's get to the third game here. It's obviously a very important game for David here. Obviously wants as much buffer to try to.
Rayquaza
Okay,
into
okay.
Kyogre. Okay.
Got has the lead that he wants. They come to
Goes to
Latios here.
Latios. Goes to the Eveltal. Oh, he does
Oh, it
have
is.
Gus.
Okay, but this time Gus is not better here, right?
Uh, they're honestly pretty much the same, I think. You get like bullied by Dragon Claws in higher shield scenarios anyway. So he's gonna have to throw. You might be able to farm this down if you shield. Oh, David just lets it go.
Makes sense. He wants energy on the Kyogre, right?
Probably, yeah.
We're
He's
gonna see the full farm down here. Not
yeah.
too concerned about reaching a move. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Oh, Fatal Error is just going straight for the ancient power.
okay.
He is.
Yeah,
I would
we're
say
not.
he's not messing around, but I think he's opposite of that, which is completely messing
Okay,
around.
okay. Wow, I don't know if I
Oh
like this
boy,
play here.
I
Okay.
know that I do not like this play. There's definitely a Reshiram in the back. Like there's. Oh
what
my gosh, that
the?
does so much damage.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. We're gonna shield the Magnezone so that we shot the Reshiram and then get Dragon Breath down.
Okay.
Please blind throw
Okay.
the wild charge at least. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
this is
I would actually like. I think the mirror shot actually is better here, right?
yeah. You kind
Because
of have to shield.
Yeah, they're
Um,
gonna shield for sure, right? Because there's no way. I think the mirror shot would have been.
the one
I,
the one time mirror shot was the correct play is the one time that he doesn't use it.
okay.
Um, yeah, that was a little rough, honestly. He didn't bring Zacian? Why? That would have been so much that would have been, like, a lot more winnable if he had an actual response to a Latios counter
Yeah,
swap.
yeah. Or I'm not sure there. Maybe yeah, I don't really know how that
Yeah,
could have been played differently. Unfortunately, um, getting the kind of alignment that you want,
yeah.
yeah, but that's
You
okay.
have you have 2 Kyogre counters. You get your 1 not Kyogre onto not Kyogre, still manage to lose to Kyogre. Like,
It's just very rough here. Okay,
but David is able to get the win with that he does have the potential to come out of this on top. He doesn't even need the 4-0 here, but I'm sure he's gonna attempt to get it, and we'll see if Fatal Error is gonna give it to him.
all right. Let's go to the fourth and final game here.
No, we see Magnezone into Kyogre, so this is honestly not even that great.
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
curious. Yeah, you have to shield this Surf. Yeah, this
Eh,
is bad for the Magnezone.
okay,
He
interesting.
he does go straight for the Wild Charge.
Then you're gonna switch here.
Oh, David just sacks the whale. Okay. Um, has the shield advantage. Please catch this earthquake on Walmart. Oh, he's gonna go for the icicle spear without charging up to the earthquake. Let's see if David can count. Ooh,
Maybe he's worried that he wants to keep this
yeah,
restaurant
maybe.
ram alive, right? Does get the extra. Do you just,
I
you
think.
know?
Do you live a crunch? Well, you
Ooh,
don't live that. You do not live that. Um,
he's coming to Magnezone here. Expecting Latios in the back. It's
I'm
debuff
assuming
Dragon Breath
it's
now.
Latios in the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
do you close combat bait here? I don't think
No, I
so.
don't think so. I think this is an okay situation.
I don't think you
Uh,
shield this because the overheat does more damage, but I guess you might have to, honestly.
yeah. You're at risk of. We'll see what David
I think
does
he's
here.
gonna
No,
have oh, he sacks the Latios. Um, that might be play rough range, actually. Gonna see the
okay.
close combat bait question mark?
Yeah. Uh,
I think you have to catch the move on Magnezone, or you throw the other close combat.
I think you switch here. You switch here, force it to throw. Um, yeah, because it's like
I think
basically a mirror
can
shot
you
range,
just
right?
kill it with
Okay,
Mirror
okay,
Shot?
okay. Throw the mirror shot. No, okay.
Okay, well, I guess we
Okay.
don't want to win the game. Can you snarl this down? You probably get to the close combat first, anyways, right? Oh dear. Well, that was that was a fatal error.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he could have got the mirror shot off, right? I think
Yeah, I think he could have.
I think he was like one turn before the crunch. Okay.
Yeah,
Well played by David there. Um,
a little. I don't know about that. Running I think normal Magnezone is questionable, but excusable, but I don't think Shadow was necessary there. I think that just hurt you with the lower bulk. Because the extra damage on your wild charge doesn't help take out
yeah.
Kyogre.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I would have, well, I guess I was expecting dragons in the back, so maybe it was the appropriate play. But yeah, unfortunate. And David picking up a very nice 4-0. So that means, okay, yeah, yeah. Um, what's the scenario here? So the only scenario here is that Stefan wins would be the only way to upset David at
So
this point in time. Or I guess Blaze could win, right? And
so a
Stefan,
Stefan tie would also do it because this will
yeah,
put
yeah,
David at 12 points. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um but a Stefan tie and a Blaze win could lead to Blaze winning as well. Um I think Goku's out now
Yeah,
because the
absolutely.
best he can do is tie David, and David has the head to head over him as well as the better overall record.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. Okay, let's go for it.
So I think we have Goku versus Blaze up next.
So this is a very important matchup for Blaze, right? This is a
Yeah.
basically a must win. Not that
Mhm.
Blaze wouldn't want to win anyways, but this is the basically one of the most important matches in the entire tournament to date. So
Yeah.
how do you see these two teams breaking down?
Um I think Altered is good for Blaze here. It's better against Dialga than most of his team, which is probably going to be a little bit problematic here, actually. Um, but it's good against the Lando, it's good against the Mew, good against the Gardevoir and the High. The Avalug is really bad for it, but I don't know if you can bring Avalug into double steel and a Zamazenta. But we'll find out. I like Lando a lot as
Yeah, yeah,
well. I think you can even run Earthquake here. I don't see a need for Stone Edge.
I agree. I agree. But what's your? I guess what do you need as your second move though?
I think you just go Earthquake Superpower, honestly. Um, I don't see the only use I see for Stone Edge is if you can like chip the altered enough to put it into
Mhm.
Stone Edge range, and then you'll reaching that before the Earthquake. But other than that, I think Earthquake Superpower will be fine. Like just
Okay.
playing the matches straight up, that'll work.
Yeah.
But you could
Yeah.
get into a situation in the battle where you might rather have Stone Edge. I think the Mew runs Dark Pulse as one of its two moves, and then I think the second move is probably either Surf for the Heatran or Psychic for the Zamazenta.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. Okay. All right. Let's get to game number one then.
Yeah, but I think Dialga seems pretty good here
Yeah. Yeah.
for
Dialga's super safe. Okay. We're getting
um
double Goku's. Right. Yep.
oh,
Okay.
that is, yeah, that is, we get to see
Okay.
Goku twice, I guess.
Okay. We're gonna see one
We
slightly ahead than the
see,
other.
yeah,
Okay. We obviously
we
see
see
the.
Double Dragon from, well,
Okay.
actually we see Quadruple Dragon,
Yeah.
but
I was gonna say we see double dragon twice, right? Okay.
yeah,
We're gonna see whether or not who does the bubbles better. They seem to be imitating each other at this point in time.
yeah. Wait,
Oh
okay.
my gosh. Okay.
Now,
No, no.
okay, so there's 2 games. These are
Okay,
2 different games.
this
I'm
is
very
very
confused
confusing here.
now.
This is very confusing here.
The
How okay.
What?
This is this is like whatever
One of Okay.
this is like
What is
a Trojan
happening?
cat, right? Shields and doesn't shield. Okay.
Um, okay, I don't know what to look at right now.
Okay.
Um,
We're okay. I didn't realize we're that pressed for time. And
yeah,
we've
this
decided
is
to show two games at once. Gonna throw the EQ. Uh,
gonna
do you
throw the
shield?
EQ against the altered and also shield a flamethrower at the same time.
Oh,
Um, okay.
yeah, interesting. Throwing the Iron Head. Interesting. Iron Head's a interesting second move
I
there. Okay, we're gonna
guess.
throw the EQ. Okay, we already know how much EQ does. Um,
No, we don't because it's shielded.
oh, it's shielded. Okay, never mind. We
Yeah,
don't. Okay, now
that's
we
how much
do. Now
EQ
we do.
does.
That's
Okay.
exactly. Oh,
Oh,
Fury Cutter.
Scizor for
Okay.
the High Dragon.
Okay. Well, this is
Okay,
interesting.
well, now we have one game.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure where we're at this point in time. So
Yeah,
this is
I think we'll get a word from
okay. What do you think? It has to
behind the
be uh,
scenes.
X's X's or Iron Man. I guess are both.
Yeah,
Oh, it is Iron Head. Okay.
I guess
I
it
guess.
doesn't have. Okay, so after this game is over, solve the issue of what is
Okay.
happening. Um,
Yeah, this is pretty much game over here. We're gonna see the second move. Probably
Night
Night
Slash,
Slash.
I'm
Night Slash.
guessing.
Yeah, yeah. Night Slash makes sense here.
Yeah, X's doesn't seem super necessary other than for the High Dragon. All right, so now that we've had a grand old time with that, we're gonna
Okay, so
hopefully
I'm
get
just
both perspectives up here
okay.
soon.
Okay, do you think that counts as Blaze winning one game or two games? Well, we don't know if he actually would have won the second game. So, um,
Yeah, yeah,
but
the battle plus the alternate universe where they don't shield.
yeah, yeah. Thunder. Probably the correct move, right? Um,
Yeah, a little worse against altered shields down, but you probably don't want altered shields down.
yeah, yeah,
You're going to
yeah,
be
yeah.
playing that with shields in play anyways, most likely.
Yeah, and like you're safe swapping your Dialga. It looks like how Dutch
Yeah,
Cuckoo's playing it, anyways.
that does indeed appear to be what his plan was.
And you were correct in calling the move set for
Yeah,
Earth Power and Super Power.
yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm also not that surprised to see Iron Head on Heatran because you don't really need Stone Edge here. Although I'm not sure
Yeah.
if we're supposed to have seen Ironhead on Heatran yet, but I guess we'll find out momentarily.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess there's no reason to have Stone Edge. Ironhead's cheaper against for the Avalog, right?
Yeah,
Also better against Gardevoir, though.
yeah.
I think you would
We
probably do pretty well.
somehow we avoided spoiling the Mew set despite playing two games at once.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Like
we
we're
will be back soon. We're
it's
having
a
a
it's huge
technical
production in the background, right?
difficulties. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Our producer's doing an amazing job. There's just like a lot of video files. I know, being behind the scenes here, it took me like several hours of prep to make sure everything to get it right, and having people to look over my
Mhm.
shoulder as
Fitting
I'm doing
since
it.
Dialga is god of time.
That is
Yeah.
that is true. And
One thing we can do while we wait for this to be resolved is we did put out a Twitter poll before um the stream to asking who we thought would be the winners of each match. So far Twitter is 2 for 3. They got 789 and David correct, but they got Heater very wrong. Um,
yeah,
um,
we probably don't need to see game one. We can probably just go straight to game two if
I
you're ready for it.
I don't. I'm not even sure we saw game one.
Oh, did we see game one or did we saw game two first? Okay, just play it. Let's just go from the
Yeah,
top.
let's just go. But Twitter did pick Dutch Goku to win this one,
Okay.
and okay. Oh, this
Okay,
is
now
Blaze's perspective now.
okay, we're seeing Blaze's perspective on Dutch Goku's side. Okay, no
Okay,
problem.
so this is
Okay, now it's moving it over. Okay.
all
Um,
right. So we see altered double steel for Blaze. Um, gonna let
so the
the
timing,
thunder go.
yeah, the timing could have been a little bit better there, but uh,
I think Dialga can, in theory, shield this and farm down
yeah,
if
yeah,
we want.
absolutely.
Okay, Goku in chat confirms this game one.
Okay,
Um,
so we see the
but he
no
opts to
shield.
let it go.
Didn't we see this game? This is the game we saw because they came in.
Is it?
No, maybe
I
not.
don't know.
No,
We're gonna
I get.
see it
No, no.
again if it is.
Yeah. No, yeah. The Iron Head didn't get off. Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah. So he's not able to get off that move.
so obviously we're gonna see uh Giratina come in.
Yeah.
Was a pretty strong matchup just due to the superior bulk here. Or power.
Earthquake's gonna
Uh,
do a lot of damage though, but
Alexa's shield.
I think that makes sense. Um, that's gonna deal a lot more damage than most moves that Goku can throw at you.
Okay, I like the farm here.
Yeah.
Do
Always
you
good
look to?
to have an extra move banked if you need it.
Yeah,
Could go for the farm down potentially, but I
yeah.
guess gonna throw so you don't have to eat an earthquake.
Let's see what's in the back. Oh, actually
Oh,
shielding here.
shields.
Interesting.
He wants that earthquake.
Yeah, the
Oh, gonna shield the altered.
this is
Interesting
interesting.
play.
Okay,
And
does do the blind switch here. Okay, this is a curious situation though, right? Because
yeah, not
you
having
definitely,
free X scissors is gonna be a problem here.
yeah. So I assume we see a shield here, right? Because High Dragon's super
Yeah,
glassy,
for
and then we
sure.
expect a pretty big farm. Oh, okay, or not. Well, this Dark Pulse probably doesn't KO.
Probably not. Probably pretty close though. Sizzler's pretty squishy. Yeah. Not
Yeah,
gonna
I would
be
have
able
liked.
to get the X or the Night Slash off.
Yeah, it needs to reach this. Oh, man, does the Dark Pulse KO here?
I don't think so. A little bit of
Okay,
lag.
we're gonna see the lag. They do get an
This
extra
is
Dragon Breath here.
pretty close to KOing, I think.
Man, High Dragon is pretty glassy here, but
He does get the Dark Pulse. That should KO.
and the Lando's still barely alive, right? Yeah. Okay. Very curious shielding the earthquake. Um
That probably does almost as much as a Dark Pulse, honestly. I think that they're
well, the
similar.
earthquake is like 120, right? And then Dark Pulse is 90, right? Is it 90 or 80?
So Earthquake does 50%, and then Hydreigon's Dark Pulse does 48%. So
Okay, so the earthquake does more. Oh, interesting.
yeah, because Lando's attack stat is
Yeah, it's way
much
higher. Yeah, makes
higher.
sense.
Um, what is so Goku? Despite Goku just getting hard countered completely, he is able to pull off that win, despite
Uh,
having altered double steel into uh
so
Lando
are we
Double
gonna play?
Dragon.
We're gonna play game two now, or are we
uh,
gonna play game three?
yes.
Okay. All right. We kind of know
Hey,
that
we
though. We
got
kind
both perspectives. Let's
okay.
go. All right, we got Giratina into Lando again. Do we just see both of them run it back? We do indeed. So let's see how they play it differently this time. Is this the one where they're going to go instead? Dialga getting this Thunder first is actually kind of annoying for the Heatran.
Yeah, for sure. And gonna
Because
farm up some
now,
extra.
yeah, you can dictate. Oh, gonna shield.
This is a curious shield here, right?
Yeah, I think you just take the shield advantage. But you're gonna get outpaced to the second move. Um,
Yeah, not sure on that shield because you
yeah,
have a. Hmm,
this
yeah,
is gonna
because
be a
we.
rough farm down too. Honestly, if you want to just farm down completely, I think you're gonna have to shield.
Yeah, I think we saw last time that the to get to the flamethrower, the iron head, and we see the no. I think we saw the no shield.
Hmm.
Does put it pretty low, Lando. Pretty glassy, and then
You should still get 2 earthquakes off on this altered though.
the salt's very close to the move though, right? So we're gonna see the no shield. Wants
Hmm.
to preserve shields for this matchup in the back. See quite a bit of damage, and then we're gonna see the immediate swap out on both sides.
I think you let the first one go if you're going because there's no reason to iron head you with a shield left if they have X scissor.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
the problem is it's gonna be
Just
tough
farm.
to because you'll have to farm down with the Lando. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
probably superpower the Scizor and then Earthquake the Altered. That's probably enough damage, but I don't think you can get the end for that.
yeah. I don't think there's
Especially
a
because you
chance.
can't stack both of those.
Yeah, yeah. There's no chance
Yeah.
here. And plus, I think the Giratina's either at the move or like one away, and then now it's tied up 1-1.
Um,
Blaze really needs to pull off some really nice wins in the round
I'm
3 and round
surprised
4.
we've not seen the Zamazenta from Blaze yet. I thought quite good against Dutch Goku's team, actually.
Yeah, and absolutely. All right, let's get to game number 3 here and see whether or not Dutch
Next,
Goku can.
we have not seen at all yet.
Okay,
And there's the Zamazenta. So this is a
an
pretty good
interest,
lead.
yeah, it's an
Oh, we
interesting
see a
matchup. Right?
completely different team from Blaze this time. He's got the Meloetta as well.
We're gonna see the bait.
Oh, our first bait of the day. He does get the shield and the defense drop. Although that doesn't really matter because the close combat just kills anyways.
So you see the Dragon Pulse. Was it no? Okay, it wasn't D16P. So we do see the.
Oh, tries to catch the move on the Lando, but not able to do so.
Hmm. What do you think? What are your thoughts of throwing the move here?
I think based on what you have in the back, that's not necessarily a bad idea. Oh, he's got
Uh,
quick attack Meloetta.
okay. I was to say, is that quick attack for
That is
I
quick
guess
attack.
yeah, interesting for a
Um,
better High
I
Dragon.
get yeah, it must be for Hydreigon, but it's not gonna be here.
Ooh,
Uh,
okay, that's not pleasant here. I'm assuming you Shadow Claw down,
I think that makes the most sense. Yeah.
and
Although
then
if you snarl down, you can probably just throw 3 close combats and then win the
yeah,
game. But
there's no way you'd
yeah,
have to.
oh, gets the earthquake
Ugh,
because
that's
like
very
the
not.
energy on the altered here is kind of useless, honestly,
Yeah,
because you're not killing either of these things with dragon claws. You're just kill them with um
but you
moves
don't
from
necessarily know that there's a Dialga in the back. Oh, it's almost likely that there's a Dialga in the
yeah,
back.
you
Yeah,
know there's a Dialga in the back. um
mm.
ooh, does get the double close combat.
Do you just sack the High Dragon here?
You
Yeah,
could.
yeah. I think
Oh
that's the
yeah,
correct.
I
I think
think
that's
that's
the correct play. That's
yeah,
definitely the
I
correct
agree.
play. You don't really need it, right?
No, you definitely don't.
and then we
Um,
see the farm down, and
I think you can Dragon Breath down this altar,
oh, for sure, for sure. There's
or
a
you can throw a move. That's
I
fine
would,
too, I guess.
yeah. I don't know if this move is totally necessary, but maybe he thought he could end the match sooner. But this matchup's over. There's no
Yeah.
way. It needs 3 Dragon Claws.
It's gonna be
There's no.
close, but not gonna quite be able to do damage.
Yeah, yeah. This is
Yeah.
definitely over here. We'll be in the red, but should be able to Dragon Breath down.
I guess
Yeah,
quick attack makes sense, I guess, because it's probably better against Mew and Gardevoir and High Dragon. It's worse against Lando, which is what you had it against that game, so it just seems like it didn't work out great. But
yeah. And
so
it's like,
I think Blaze had 10 points before, so I think he's out now as well, or did he have 11?
uh,
I don't
he had
remember.
11. He had 11. He
He
had
had
11.
11. Okay.
Yeah, but I
Um,
think he's behind on wins now versus David.
oh yeah,
Oh, we didn't Dutch Goku win.
yeah. Goku won that one.
But still, it would be nice for Blaze to win here to kind of maintain standings, potentially finish in the top 3. But we'll see whether or not Blaze is going to be able to pull it off, or whether Dutch Goku is going to move into the top 3.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
All right. Looks like we only have Goku's perspective for this one. We see Lando into Zamazenta. So this is good
Neutral match.
for Goku. With the earthquake, this should be pretty favorable for Lando, I would think. And we see the
Mhm,
Gardevoir in the back
mhm,
this
mhm.
time.
He's going to
Does the
shield.
shield.
It makes sense not to shield the first one for the potential crunch debuff, right? So does do quite a bit. Probably gonna do 3 then throw. Yeah, so expect to throw here. Hmm.
Do you shield this and then double superpower? Or do you just I guess we're just gonna go for the earthquake again.
Yeah, then we'll likely see a shield here, and then the farm up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we'll
think you just
see.
let the Lando go
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
If you can
absolutely.
get the superpower, then you throw it. But
Yeah, makes sense. Didn't want to debuff and potentially get snarled down.
mhm.
So then we'll see the Gardevoir come in. Probably look to safe swap here, but can you
Oh,
really?
non-shadow. We don't tend to see the non-shadow Gardevoir in draft, so that's interesting to see here.
Let's do neutral damage. Okay, we see that makes
Goes to
sense.
Giratina.
Those charms did chunk quite a bit.
Mhm.
Um, Definitely no shield here.
Yeah, I think you have to no shield pretty much everything because that has enough health to get to a close combat.
Yeah, yeah. Mm, you're gonna have to throw. I guess you have 2 options, right? You can either shield and farm down,
Yeah,
right,
or throw
or
the Iron
or
Head.
throw the Iron Head. Okay.
Oh, actually, I don't think you are gonna have to shield and to farm down. I think that's gonna be the play, yeah, to
Yeah, yeah,
maintain
yeah.
health. But I think you could tank that
Mm,
Dragon
it,
Claw
it
and
would
then
it would be really really close. Probably too
uh,
risky.
Heatran
Uh,
in the back. Zamazenta.
nice farm.
This should kill, and then what have we got left? It
It is the heat
is
train.
the Heatran, yeah, so this should be game over, I would think.
Mm, yeah, I agree. I think the Gardevoirs. Well, they've already gotten like 3 fire spins, right? So it
Yeah,
should be 2 away. Yeah,
instantly you're gonna be able to get to the move.
Blaze does tie it up here, and coming to 2-2, and a nice point here and a few wins to put it into a respectable position, but is gonna end up being not at the top of this tournament, unfortunately.
Yeah. So with that, we are on to our final game. The moment we've all been waiting for, the Battle of the Brothers, also known as the couch match. Um,
Yeah.
and we do see the couch on the screen there. So Stefan yet to drop a set,
Hmm.
and it's all gonna come down to this. So if Stefan wins or ties, then Stefan will be the winner, and if he loses, then David will be the
Oh
champion.
man, this
Um,
is does the brother play spoiler or
yeah.
is,
So I think this is quite interesting because uh Stefan doesn't really have a ton to fight Palkia and Groudon with besides his Lugia.
yeah,
Uh
Luki is gonna have to do a lot of work here.
but Oscar also has like after that his three picks are like triple Lugia answers. Um so I'm not sure what to do. I definitely think you bring Metagross every game because I think Dragon Tail Garchomp looks better here. Um, the Shadow Metagross has a better matchup against Dragon Tail Garchomp, and it's a bit cleaner against Lugia and the two shield.
Mhm.
So we might even see that potentially. There's definitely a lot of shadow potential from Oscar here, I think, with the Metagross, the T-Tar, and the Zapdos.
Yeah, the Metagross looks really good here.
Yeah,
Obviously, still has to be a little bit careful. But what moveset would you run? Which Genesect, I should say, would you
I think
bring?
you have to run the burn drive here. Um, I think you either go burn or douse. You either beat the Metagross more handily, or you have something to nuke Groudon with. I don't think you run shock or the normal Genesect.
Yeah, Shock would hit for neutral against the Palkia, but
Yeah,
you also have is it
yeah,
X's or is?
for that. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough matchup for Seven.
yeah, I think
That's a
it
really good
does
pick.
seem like the Lugia is super good. If Oscar goes dragon, you could. I don't think Metagross T-Tar Zapdos is an unreasonable line for Oscar to run, and if he runs that, then your Lugia is just like completely useless. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I could also see something like Metagross double Dragon Tail users. Um,
Yeah, I think I'm
as a
almost positive Oscar will run that at least once.
Yeah, it looks really strong here. Okay.
So Twitch poll prediction for this one was that Stefan would come out on top, I believe. 54% for Stefan. So we'll see. Do we see
All right.
Bite or Smackdown T-Tar? Definitely
Mm,
Bite, I think. I think you have to run the one that Garchomp resist.
yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's go for it. Round number one. Very important game
Yeah.
here. Okay.
We see Burn Genesect into Palkia.
Okay.
So this should be
Um,
pretty favorable for Oscar, but it's not necessarily the worst thing for
okay.
Stefan.
Is bringing the
So we don't see the Lugia. We double dragon in the back for Stefan, but with two actual dragons and not a fake dragon.
Okay, we've
Um,
lost the video on one side.
yeah.
Um, that's
And
quite
so
all
we
right.
see the Garchomp safe swap. I think you just go straight for the Earth power here.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, you do get the
So-
shield. This
Oh
is a
man, we're gonna
little annoying though.
Well, this
Groudon
is
rather is gonna Dragon Tail you
oh,
down, and you can like
no Lugia. Interesting. Oh man, this is
yeah.
honestly looking
I think you have to go
very
Q
bad.
here.
I'm assuming you
Uh,
just Q here, right?
I think you either Fire
Oh
Blast.
my!
What?
What the? What?
What is that for? Does he not have Fire Punch? Is he Fire Blast Earthquake? Double
What?
fire. What?
Well, for uh
Lugia?
for Lugia, what okay, it's for
That's
Lugia.
gonna
Okay,
that is a really bold thing to run against someone that has two rock types.
okay. Do you just no shield this as Palkia?
I think. I think
Yeah. There's no
so.
shield. You get one more. Yeah, yeah. You able to get turn move anyways. Even if they didn't get the move, honestly, it's just gonna get fast moved down by the Metagross.
Oh man. What on earth? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I like this play here, not showing the drive that you have. Oh, I
Yeah,
guess you can tell based off
yeah,
the
but you
keeping the
could
Pokemon.
maybe you're bluffing. Maybe you have Magnet Bomb, although Oscar knows that you do not have Magnet Bomb.
Yeah.
Fire Blast Groud. I don't even think that Groudon beats Regirock anymore. I'm really surprised at that. Um,
Fire Blast. That's crazy. That's crazy. I guess it makes sense if you're gonna safe switch,
I guess.
and they come into Lugia. As a counter swap, but not bringing Lugia is interesting here. So,
Yeah,
um, if we're ready for game number two, um, it's
man, that's. I'm surprised at that. I don't think Stefan would have been expecting that at all. Although sure he can confirm in the chat how much he was surprised by that. I know Stefan asked me for some practice against here this game, and I know I definitely Fire Blast Groudon against him. So
yeah, it's currently 1-0 for Oscar, right?
hmm
All right, so we're just queuing up for game number two here. Let's go for it. All right,
right.
Stefan really needs to at least win two of these next three.
Genesect into Palkia again. What do we got in the back this time?
Does have the Lugia this time.
Lugia.
Honestly, I think you just play the zero now that you have the Lugia, right?
hmm I think that makes sense. You could fight for switch here, maybe. Oh, Garchomp. Did we lose Oscar's side on purpose there, just so we were surprised when the Fire Blast came out?
That was next level production. If
Oh,
that was
goes for the Sand Tomb bait this time.
extra. That's a unfortunate extra Dragon
It
Tail
won't
there.
quite KO, but
Yeah, not particularly close there. So, well, you have to go Lugia here, right? I
yeah.
don't think you have much of a choice here, right? And then
All right.
we
How
don't
much
we
is
don't
this gonna do?
yeah, except no shield here. Like 40%. Yeah.
That does do quite a bit.
Chunk. Yeah, it does do a chunk here. Would it do more than 3 fire punches? I guess so. Or no.
Uh,
Uh,
Probably
it's
pretty
like
close.
it's like 140 for the fire blast, right?
So You do have Genesect up a shield here now.
But this Palkia almost has two Aqua Tails, right? So I
Yeah.
like the no shield here. Then
Switch. You probably earthquakes
oh
and then well, I
yeah,
guess you
it
don't
makes
even
sense here.
need
You
yeah, you
have to
don't
shield me,
even
right?
need it.
And
Yeah.
honestly, the meter mash probably does just about the same as an Aqua Tail. So
Mhm.
oof, and gets denied there too on the. Oh god, this is okay. I like this play here. Um, you
Mhm.
definitely have to throw before they reach. Okay,
Yeah.
very nice timing. Really nice timing there.
Mhm.
But does this
Does this
KO?
KO? I don't think it
Okay, you really
quite
need the Fury
KO.
Cutter afterwards to KO
That's
before.
not gonna
Oh
KO.
god! Oh man, that getting denied on that Fury Cutter there on the way in it was really.
Lets it go. I don't think you can kill this Metagross.
There's no way. There's no
Now.
way. There's no way. Lugia is amazing, but there's just absolutely no way here. There's no way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's no way.
So
Oh
Oscar
man.
with a
Oh.
2-0. Alright, come on. Give us a Stefan win for the
Okay. Put us.
content.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's see. Oh man. Yeah. Nothing really too much to talk about there.
Oscar really liking this ABA Double Dragon,
Yeah.
banking on not
I like.
seeing Lugia
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah, I like these three. I guess it makes sense. Stefan predicting that it was going to run Metagross double Dragon Tail in the back, so it's keeping the Luigi in the back. But we'll see if Stefan's going to be able to adjust here. Maybe Stefan can just lean over on the couch and get some intel there. But otherwise, Stefan's going to need to pull off some really big wins here.
Yeah. Stefan needing to win the next two in order to stay alive, or else David will be the champion.
Yeah.
Man, I still can't get over that Fire Blast Garchomp. Lugia into Zapdos.
Oh
Oh
my gosh.
no.
God, no. That's
We don't see the Metagross this time.
yeah, no Metagross this time. Predict that was a huge prediction, man. Um,
Oh man. I don't necessarily go. Get Sandtomb baited again.
but
Can you
can
get
you
the
reach?
Earth Power? I think you can.
Oh man, that's
Ooh.
actually really huge here.
Yeah.
Gonna let it go.
Oh
Oh
man,
man.
let it go.
Okay. Do you Thunder Shock down?
I think you yes, I think you do.
But like Stefan doesn't have an answer to okay, no, okay. That's actually better. That's way better.
Yeah.
Because Seven doesn't really have a great interest to the Zapdos, right? So,
No, he does not. But he is up a shield, and Technoblast hurts.
taking a shield to Draco. Nice call.
Hmm.
Um, do you see the immediate swap on both sides here?
You might Aeroblast Zapdos with
Okay, yeah, yeah. I think that's.
actually.
Oh, gonna bait
Oh,
here.
oh boy.
I don't know if I like this bait.
I
I,
know that I do not like this.
I
Um,
was trying to be very diplomatic there, but
yikes.
that was. Oh god, that was a. Okay, I like the no shield here. Because I think you had to make some big calls here if you're
Yeah.
Seven.
Oh man.
Why? 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 Um, okay. Okay.
Letting this
It
go.
should still survive this, right? And oh my gosh.
You really need that
Ooh,
Technoblast. Oh man,
God.
that's huge.
Oh god. Okay.
That
Okay.
is
Okay.
huge.
Uh, you just sky attack right away here, right?
I think so.
You just look to take out because there's no way the Palkia is going to take you out, right? If they don't land a move from the Zapdos. So Okay, I don't like
Oh,
this
he
play
just
here. Why?
moved.
Why? Why 7? Are you doing this? Why didn't he just take out the Zapdos?
I don't know.
I
This is
what?
not
What
good.
is
This
happening here? Okay, what is
Oh
happening here?
man. Oh
All right, there's no
man.
way
Is
Drill
this
Peck KOs though.
okay?
Yeah, this is okay. There's no way Drill Peck KOs here. There's no way. This is a Lugia. There's
Oh
no
man.
way. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way here. But if that Palkia would have got to an Aqua Tail,
Oh man.
oh man,
That was a crazy game.
7 losing the
Somehow
lead there.
Stefan able to pull that one out though.
Yeah, that was. I think the big difference there, when the Garchomp save switch this time, is it's taking an incoming Thunder Shock as
Yeah.
opposed to incoming Dragon Tail, which
Mhm.
allowed it to stab Dragon Tail, which allowed it to reach the Sand Tomb bait and then move there. But honestly, if Oscar would have like Thunder Shock down the Garchomp,
Yeah,
then I
Stefan
think that's a
a really rough
I think
spot
yeah,
there.
I think that's honestly that's a pretty easy win
Mhm.
for because Stefan made a huge gamble there, going to the only safe swap, only basically the hard answer against the Zapdos, and it ended up paying off
Oscar in chat saying that he threw that game so that we
through.
could have this come down to the last
Okay,
match.
this is a very decisive game. This is for everything, right? So we're gonna see whether or not Oscar's gonna whether David's going to adopt Oscar into his family, or whether Oscar's going to be keep inviting to the family picnic. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. Let's go to the uh, fourth and final game here to end it all. We're
All
just
right.
doing some quick double checks here on the production side. Make sure everything. Okay, look get into.
Oh
Ooh,
man, that's not good.
ooh.
We see
Okay,
Metagross Double Dragon.
well,
Oscar
interesting
opting to
thing.
stay in. Probably gonna throw the Meteor Mash and switch is my guess.
Okay.
I think that shield is okay. Oh, going for the Earth Power.
I don't know if I guess
Mm,
it did bait twice, so
yeah,
maybe it
you
was
do
trying
get
to.
shield, but you're gonna get Dragon
Oof,
Tail down now, which is a little unfortunate.
this is game over, right? There's
Yeah, this is so you're gonna get Dracoed
you
here.
can't shield this either. You know what's in the back, right? You can't shield this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yikes.
I like this
Oh
play here. I like this play to
yeah.
get some energy. I think that's really
This is
necessary.
really rough though.
There's absolutely no way here. But
Maybe if you
yeah,
had Techno Blast Water, but
yeah. I think you have to shield this if
oh,
you're
you get
you
the
just
X Scissor Bait.
yeah. You kind of have to shield this, right?
Maybe if
And
you could catch on Lugia, I think
but
that's your
then,
play,
but then
though.
it's gonna get farmed down afterwards, right? It's the 7
Yeah.
doing everything possible to try to win this game, but I don't know if it's possible here. Ooh,
Uh,
okay. No, no,
no,
no, no, no, no.
no.
This is no, yeah. Ah, man. Nice shielding decision by uh, Oscar to shield
No,
the Earth
he's
Power.
going for the Earthquake. He is going
Oh
for the
no.
Earthquake.
Okay. Well.
He is going for it.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna Bullet Punch down.
Okay. Well,
I really
Oscar's
want
officially off the
oh, no, he's
Stefan.
going for it.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
Oh, man. What
Oscar,
a
don't expect a Christmas card from Stefan this year. That was-
Oscar ending Stefan's
yeah.
season
So I
by
think someone.
earthquaking his Lugia.
I think Kelsey mentioned in chat that Darkest David said if you beat Stefan, you're allowed to change your name to Darkest Oscar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oscar kicked out of the family.
Oh man, that was yeah. So so obviously here, Darkest
Where
Davis coming from what fourth to first, right? With a
yes.
huge 4-0, really putting a statement. Um, yeah, putting a huge statement there. Blaze, Stefan coming in second, Blaze coming in third, putting up a very respectable. Both of them
Bla
putting up very respectable scores there.
Blaze actually
Um,
going undefeated, um, but unfortunately not enough to be able to win the championship.
yeah, no, absolutely, and some very close games there. Some really tough decisions, but Darkest David made a statement saying that he wanted to he needed to win, and he won with a big 4-0. So congratulations, Darkest
I
David,
I
on,
see P saying in chat he can't wait to lug dump all of David's whining about how bad his team is.
well, that's, Darkest David just playing mind games with his opponent, right? Right, making his opponents feel a little bit too confident, and Darkest David, a very good battler, and obviously, proving, his skills in this, very impressive in tournament run.
What's that? Granbull yet again winning the Master League Draft Championship for the third season in a row, I believe.
Well, maybe that's the key, right? Picking up Granbull in round, number 6 to be able to close out. He did use it pretty like not obviously in today's matchup, but in
Mhm.
previous week's matchups quite effectively. Okay, great. Anything else that we need to cover here? Anything else you want to say? You want to tell people how they can join if they're interested? Obviously,
Uh,
they don't have to play these people right away. Obviously, that would be very intimidating. But there are other leagues, formats. Whatnot, if you want to just tell them about it, how they can join.
yeah. So we have signups for the PvP draft v15 on PoGoRaids are open right now. So all you'll have to do, there's a link in the chat right now I can see, is join the PoGoRaids server, and then you can sign up from there. The post is in the announcements channel. We have drafts for not just Master League. We have Great League, Ultra League, Master League Classic, Master League Classic in the overused meta, and we'll have megas in that as well for this upcoming season. And we have an unranked XL Master League lobby as well. So, plenty of. We've got a league for all of you as long as you play PvP.
Absolutely. Okay, great. Yeah. So if there's nothing else, thank you, thank you, thank you very much for having me on, and it's a pleasure always casting you, Chris. I'm sure someone will coordinate the raid
Yeah,
um, on
that
the.
is the question of the hour is who we're going to rate. Oh, yes, we should have a thank you sheet as well.
Yes. Oh, also, yeah. Is there a list of people we should be thanking?
There
Oh,
is.
also, thank you, Count, for the production in the background. I know is a little bit chaotic. Oh, okay, we do have a big thank you. Okay, good. Chris, you go for it. That is,
Oh,
they don't pay me long. They don't pay me enough to go through that many names. So
yeah,
I'll
there
let
we
you.
go. All right. So, a big shout out to all of these people for helping out behind the scenes, collect battles, pestering our competitors to make sure they do their battles, shoutcasting, etc. So a big shout out to Bosox Guy, to myself, to Count Zevius, who did the streaming today. I am gonna pronounce that wrong for sure. Dilep Chain.
Shane,
Uh,
yeah.
Dan Ottawa, Dr. Dave, Elodie Colo, Fish on a Heater, GCB, House Stark, Kevin Saladares,
Yeah,
uh,
Solidaris, yeah.
King, you, Mosty Cool, Nexasilia, Oliver OG, Polar Bears, Roar Books, Rizlord, Shut Up Toshi, Speediest Chief, and Trainer Rem, as well as everyone else who helped us out along the way. Um, so a big thank you to all of you for all the help you've given us with streaming advice, uh, actually
Mm.
running the streams, shoutcasting, etc.
Do you know if there's going to be more of this in the future?
We are planning on continuing this for the Master League Champions Division next season as well. We're still working out exactly how that's going to work because we want to make sure that we can run things a lot more smoothly for next season. Because especially at the beginning of this season, we had a lot of technical difficulties. Yes, and a thank you to Stefan because he purposefully left himself off of this slide, despite pretty much being the mastermind behind this whole project. Um, I think we are gonna raid. Um, no, there's Ultra League Olaf.
Great. Let's just rate somebody. Yeah, someone.
Okay. Elodie Colo's running Cryogonal. Ooh, spicy. I have a Master League Cryogonal. Spoiler alert, it is very bad.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. And okay, looks like the raid is complete. Okay.